Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. It is Thursday, and I am tired. It's still a lot for me to get used to work, which is kind of part of the, I don't know if I clarified that in the video I just posted, but that's part of the reason why I decided to just take a couple weeks to just breathe. I noticed last year that I had the same issue, but I also took a break this time last year. So I think definitely the back to school time is very stressful for me. This is different because I've been doing TikTok Get Ready With Me's on my TikTok. However, today, and I'm not the only one that experienced this because I definitely did look it up because I was like, oh no. Every time I open the app, it glitches out on me and like closes. So I was like, okay. On the app, maybe, oh my gosh, look at that behemoth on my neck. I'm probably on the app, maybe like, I don't know, not even a minute, like not even 10 seconds, and it just goes, boop, and shuts off. Hopefully that gets fixed because I do have some more content to post today. I have another Get Ready With Me from yesterday I didn't get a chance to post yet, but I think I might post some stuff on my Instagram. What have I been doing during this time I haven't been posting? I've been trying to just get used to getting back in the swing of things, of going back to work, and to get used to my kids that I have. Forever will have this thing on my lip. You see it right there? It was like a bump, and I put a pimple patch on it, and gone. And I really feel like it's for me, just like, because sometimes when I sit down and I like kind of defocus myself, I'm just like, and I'll just like bite my lower lip. So I feel like that's part of the reason why I try and vlog the best that I can. I always say that I'm going to, and then I never do, and then I feel stupid because I'm like, oh well, there we go. This is why you don't have, this is why you're losing your touch, Sam. You're losing your edge. David is in Maine this week, so it's just me in the house the last few days. And it's been weird, but also nice. Like, I always said to him, I was like, oh yeah, it's really exciting, that I'm going to have some time to myself, blah, blah, blah. You guys know how I feel about, like, being by myself. Time to myself, relaxing and stuff like that. By the way, all my beauty blenders are dirty and I'm so lazy to clean them, so that's why I'm using a brush this week. It's actually been a little bit lonely, I'm not even gonna lie, like, especially I think the worst part is going to sleep because I'm so used to having him there and then he's not. So then I'm just like, oh, well, that's fun. But I think that's been definitely the hardest part. He will be home Sunday. Today's Thursday, so I only have a couple more days. I'm planning on doing the most this year as far as, like, fairs and stuff. I don't even know what I've ever said, so if it's repeated, I'm sorry. I'm planning on going to 3 fairs in the next 2 weeks, which is fun. I'm going to the Berlin Fair tomorrow night with my mom. It's exciting because I have not been to the Berlin Fair. I guess it's, like, one of the more well-known fairs in Connecticut. If you know, you know. I haven't been since I think I was a junior in high school, I think. So, was it junior? Maybe, I don't remember. It was either a sophomore or a junior. I want to say I was a junior. I actually, like, remember that time. That was so lonely for me and really isolating. It sucks being able to, like, remember all the things that bothered you, anxiety and stuff, and overthinking. Like, I remember everything that bothers me all the time, and even though it's in the past and you let it go, it still bothers me. But you can't let it consume you, otherwise you'll be like how I've been, like, all my 20s. I've just been like stuck. Like, I've felt really stuck in my head in my 20s for a lot of different reasons. I felt like my mindset was very stuck in the past, but also trying to move on, but like trying to be in the present, and it's very difficult. Now I'm just trying to be in the present as much as possible because I was always looking to the future, like, oh, once I do this, I'll be happy. Once I do this, I'll be happy. Once I reach this age, I'll be happy. And it's kind of doesn't work that way. It's like whenever you have to want to be happy for yourself and just be happy in your everyday life. For some reason, it's a very difficult thing for me. I'm trying to just keep, positive attitude and be happy. Trying to be positive, it's very difficult going back to work. I really I knew it was going to be hard going back. Man, like the last couple weeks I've just been so dead and like going to bed early and stuff like that, but I cannot wait for it to just like even out. Getting used to sleeping and waking up at 5:30, the other stuff that goes with it, just like having to actually go to work and like going to work and then coming home, and it's just a whole thing. The Trans-Siberian Orchestra, according to the TV, which they play the Christmas stuff, and oh my gosh, it's only September. I'm not ready yet. I want to enjoy Halloween, which, by the way, Halloween's the Monday this year, guys. Like, gross. And the only reason I say that is because if Halloween's on the weekend, the way that I love to enjoy it is to just stay at home, watch, oh my god, that's bad. We're gonna blend it out, no worries. Binge watch Halloween movies, Halloween Michael Myers series on AMC, watch Hocus Pocus, you know, just all the usual stuff. Like last night I decided to watch Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire. If you know, you know. Disney Channel original movies were like my life growing up. Back to the fair thing, because I just like went all over the place. You're probably wondering, well, why don't you go with David? Why don't you go with, you know, any of your friends? And I'm just, well, obviously David is not here this week, so just kind of the reason why we decided to go, my mom and I, because I feel like my mom hasn't been to a fair in literally years. She has not been in a really long time. So we're gonna go and do that and eat food and walk around and just have fun, and then I'm just gonna stay at her house. So yes, Scooby will be taken care of. I have a plan, see? Here, see? I have a plan here, you see? Thank God for powder though, because that's gonna make this like so much better. I think it might be time, guys, for me to switch back to powder, because I like cream product, but sometimes it just overtakes my face in a way that I did not mean for it to. Like, once it's blended, I feel like it looks fine. It's because I set my under eyes and then it gets wild. Thank goodness for powder. Only are my mom and I going to the Berlin Fair, but David and I next weekend are going to go to the Big E, of course, just him and I, which also in a way kind of sucks because I did try to take a day next week to go with his family. I have not been approved for it. I was just sick this past week, so I had to use sick time for being sick, and yeah, I should have just called out. Now that I think about it, I should have been like, oh, well, I should have just went to work anyways, but no, which I kind of was thinking about doing in my brain, but I put in for it. No one said nothing to me. I obviously didn't get the time, which is fine. But it just sucks because that's another year that I'm not going with my family, my whole family, to the Big A, my in-laws, and I feel like it's always like more fun with them too in a way, because like, you know, it's not just David and I walking through all the houses and stuff and the food. And last year we got roped into buying something that I low-key regret but also don't, because I feel like I did kind of need it. That's the one thing about the Big E too, a lot of the stuff is like as seen on TV, like kind of vibey stuff, and a lot of people like are trying to sell it to you, obviously, because it's at a fair and blah, blah, blah. Which, again, totally fine, but it's just a little bit annoying. I mean, like, I just like to peruse and browse, and I don't want to be sold something. I just want to relax. Good. Well, still left of the morning, guys. Welcome back. I didn't vlog anything at the fair. I don't know. I just always keep forgetting to vlog when I'm out in public. I don't know why. So y'all gotta yell at me in the comments. Be like, we want to see what you're doing, not the aftermath, Samantha. Yeah, I know, I hear you. Started off this morning, I slept over my mom's last night. I think I told you guys that in the last clip when I was getting ready. I got a pumpkin cream cold brew from Starbucks. My mom went shopping with me this morning, which was nice. She didn't have to do that. Went to Target, and I got a whole bunch of groceries, and I spent a lot of money, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got groceries. But of course, you guys know, it would not be me if I did not get some other stuff too. This problem, I literally just filmed a video for you guys too, and I was just like all over the place. So here we are, getting more of my vitamins because I'm out of vitamins. I got some more elderberry, some of my greens ones that I really like, and the vitamin D. Although I've seen a lot of TikTokers like promote the Bloom nutrition stuff. I don't know if I'd have like the time to do that, mix it with water. That's why I like the gummies, because I could just pop it in my mouth and I'm done with it. Let me know down below if you guys have tried like Bloom's nutrition. It worked well for you, if it was whatever, because this has all the stuff in it that I feel like I need. But if they worked for you and if it was great, whatever the case, or if you think it's better than taking these, let me know. I'm just curious. My mom actually got these for me from Walmart, these cute little Halloween earrings I'm gonna have to wear. Very adorable, really cute. I'm very excited for them actually. especially the studs. I'm more of like a stud girl now, as you guys can see with my hoops. You guys remember how big my hoops used to be? And now we're like tiny little dangly ones. Got this really weird clip. It's like rose quartz colors, or rose quartz colored. Wow, talk. Really cute. I'm like super obsessed with it. Another thing of toothpaste, native wild mint and peppermint. This is what I made. Wild mint and peppermint oil, native toothpaste with fluoride. I will not get ones without fluoride. There's just no way. Because the one that I'm using right now from Crest, it's like a sensitivity one, which is fine, but I hate the taste of it. I got another one, so I think I'm gonna just have that other one as like a backup. One of the Sally Hansen Insta Dry glows in the dark Halloween polishes in, what is it, Witch Please, which is this really pretty pink. It has like a slight like luminescence to it of like blue and gold flecks, which we'll see if I end up using that in time for Halloween. Maybe my next set, I don't know. This set of nails like will not stop popping up, and usually I don't have that issue, but I don't know, maybe it's just doesn't back at work. More hands-on. I did get some clothing items, of course, because I got another flannel because I really want to start wearing flannel. I'm done talking today. I'm done. I had enough. I'm not talking anymore. I got another flannel because I really want to start wearing flannels this fall because they're just comfy and cute and just make any outfit very fall-y. So I got this one in an extra large. I thought this was going to be like huge. Well, it is huge, but I don't know why I thought this was like a double X, but it's an extra large. It's nice and big, and I'm very excited to wear it. I have a whole bunch of flannels I need to wear, so that's the goal this fall, and we're going to take cute pictures in it too. A couple more of these tank tops. I really like wearing these to work because they look like professional enough, but they're nice and long and stuff like that. So I got a gray one, and then got this really cool coffee colored one. I really like, of course, you guys know I'm really into the dark brown, the browns. I've been trying to make this trend work for me for so long, and it's been a fail. Got one of these pairs of extra baggy jeans. These are an 18 with 18. They're boyfriend universal thread, and the reason I got them so big is because every time I buy these kind of jeans in my size, it just looks way too tight around me, and it's really baggy at the bottom, and I can't stand it. Figure if I get them extra baggy, I can adjust it or wear a belt or do that hack where you like button it over a loop or something. I have to look into it again. I ended up getting these. I'm actually really excited for it because they look cute and they have like a tiny little rip in there, and they are really big, but hopefully they won't look really tight on me because I can't stand that. But I do want to make this trend work, to be honest. I do want to join it, at least for maybe a picture or something. I don't know. I don't know. I love the look of it. I do, but it's just so hard for someone like me, as you guys can see, mid-sized girl, to get into these trends because it's like I don't like looking bigger than I am, or the jeans are just not big enough for me, or I don't know. So hopefully an 18 is good. That's all I got, I think, for myself, I believe. I mean, I got Halloween candy, I got groceries, and this is what I'm wearing today. Is like my chilling at home outfit off of Fashion Nova like a long time ago. I hate that this doesn't go down more than this because you guys know your girl's got some big hips and a puff that like this is not cute, so I have to wear it like in the back and have it like that in the front. Relax a little bit too because since I came home I didn't eat anything this morning, and I'm like ugh, and I've been very dehydrated the last 2 days, so I'm gonna edit that video quick and get it up for you guys. I'm back video basically, and kind of getting real with you guys about this past year. I've already talked about it. Sam, shut up, shut the up. I'll talk to you guys later. I actually might make this queso dip tonight in the crock pot that I saw, and I got ingredients for it, but I'm not sure yet because I just kind of want to chill tonight and just like sit on the couch and watch movies. Like I just don't want to really do anything. Same with tomorrow because I don't know what time David's coming home tomorrow. So I am going to start making the dip that I promised that I was making, or I told you guys I was making. The reason why I decided that I wanted to make this was because I love cheese. I love queso. I love nachos. I love tacos. I think that's like my number one. I love all that like so much. Obviously, hi, wearing a Taco Bell shirt. We are going to do that right now. I've just been still relaxing. I'm gonna prep my crock pot, whatever you want to call it. I call it a cock pot, but you know. This is the Pam olive oil one.
I don't recommend that you use this when you make eggs though, it tastes gross. You need about a pound of cheese. I was very limited to what I could get because I didn't feel like going all the way to Stop and Shop. I didn't feel like going to Aldi's. As you guys already know in the vlog, I ended up getting the Kraft Deli Deluxe American. I'm not proud of this. I don't like this cheese. I grew up with it. It's just, I don't like it. I prefer my Land O'Lakes cheese. That's it. Chiz. But this is what we were limited to at my Target, and this is what we got. Otherwise, I was going to get this other brand, but they didn't carry it there, unfortunately. Need a can of diced green chilies, or you could get the hot ones, but I just got the mild ones. You also apparently need garlic salt, which I don't like using. It has parsley in it. Whatever, I guess we'll deal. Give it a little extra spice, I guess, with parsley. I don't know how that's gonna be. And then you also need milk. So apparently what you're supposed to do is just slowly heat up. Thing we're gonna do, I also check the ingredients. You also need cumin. I will try to put this recipe down below. Please someone remind me. Someone yell at me if you want it. But it's pretty simple. I feel like making a homemade queso dip is pretty self-explanatory, but it is 3 o'clock. I'm starting it now. If David was home, we'd be watching football. Not because I want to, but because if I don't watch it with him, then he won't want to watch it. And I know deep down he wants to watch it, but he's just that stubborn. If you're married to a Taurus man, maybe you feel my pain. The most stubborn man in the whole state. Try to cut our cheese into tiny little cubes. Again, I'm not happy that I had to get the fake processed cheese for this, but hopefully it's still good. Using like this tiny knife, I don't know. I don't have a real knife set, fun fact. I have a hodgepodge of all different knives. Mess. I have 2 knife like blocks and none of them are probably correct. So I'm just gonna cut them. He's on his way home right now, which is awesome. He should probably be home by like 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight. We both go back to work tomorrow. Now I have to say, I kind of wish that he would have just left. He would have left like yesterday on Saturday or something, or left like Saturday night, or I don't know. Like, I just wish that he would have left sooner than today, like, or he would have left like early this morning. That way we could have like had more time together. But of course, you know, he had to do whatever he was doing with his uncle and go out to breakfast, or I don't know what they were doing. It's been very hard to kind of talk to David this week because he's up there to help his uncle work and work on building like a cabin or something and building things, I don't know. But at the same time, service has not been the best because he's literally been in the middle of nowhere in Maine. Now, where I lived in Maine and where I like to be is like near southern Maine. You guys have seen on my Instagram and stuff, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's more closer, I feel like, to like Portland and versus where his uncle and aunt have their land, which is kind of near Bangor. It's like further up from Bangor. It is like literally the middle of nowhere, like even more small town than Bridgeton can be. Literally, it is like you have to travel like an hour to get to the store. And when you get there, there's like only like 2 small little stores or whatever, or you got to travel a ways to, I guess he's been going to Dunkin's, so been traveling to go there to get coffee in the mornings or whatever. His prerogative. I'm happy that he went because this is like his first trip alone without me since we've been married, and I've already been, you know, a few places without him before, like with my mom or with Danielle. So like this was kind of a big deal. I could finally use this mat. I actually haven't used this colored mat out of all of my okay, cool, cutting mats since I got it. And this is meant for meat, and cheese to me is meat. Cheese is meat. Cheese is dairy, technically, but whatever. We keep cutting. This is so fun, so entertaining. I think I'm gonna speed this up so you guys will. Added in the can of green chilies. I just did the garlic salt, and now I'm gonna do a half teaspoon of cumin, however you like to pronounce that. And then we're gonna add in our half cup cup of milk. Note to self, if you do not need the giant thing of Italian seasoning, don't buy the giant thing of Italian seasoning. Me buying it from Costco, and I should have just bought it from like Target or something. Pour in our milk on top, and then I'm going to start this on low. I'm just gonna take a spoon and briefly just give this a good stir in there. Wow, this actually doesn't look like it's gonna make a ton. This just sit on low until everything is nice and melted, and then I obviously got chips, so we're gonna have chips with this. And I may make something else for dinner tonight, though. I'm not completely sure. We're gonna have to play it by ear because I've been playing dinner by ear for myself. If I'm not hungry, I don't eat, that sort of a vibe. But if I'm hungry, I will eat something. So let this start cooking, and I'll check in with you guys a little bit later to see how it's going. Haha, just kidding. So I found this year's Mountain Dew VooDew. This is the 4th one I guess they've done because it says number 4 on it. And this is what the packaging looks like this year. Apparently Nate already had it and said that he couldn't figure out what it tasted like. So we're gonna dive into this together. And it smells like sweet tarts, kind of. I feel like one year it's been sweet tarts. I know for sure one year it was like Fruity Pebbles sort of vibe, and I know one year it was like candy corn. So oh, that's weird. What do you think, bunny? Yeah? Wanna smell? Look, smell. What do you think? Nah. I know, she just wants to eat AT, but it's not time yet. She's literally like a toddler. I have to keep her on a schedule. Otherwise, it's chaos. It really is. Want to have a child? Get an animal first. Because they will train you. It kind of tastes like Sour Patch Kids. But it's very tarty. Like a sweet tart. So, I don't know. I think it tastes like Sour Patch. We're going to just go with Sour Patch. Lemony, lime, orange ones, I'd say. Like a mixture. Definitely, I think that's what this tastes like. So, I guess we'll find out when they release what it is supposed to taste like. But it's interesting, to say the least. And I love doing this and trying them every year. Not bad. Definitely let me know if you guys have tried it, what you think it is. Because to me, it tastes like a combination of the orange, lemon, and lime Sour Patch Kids, which is not bad, but it's definitely not my favorite. But I have to say, one flavor, that limited edition flavor they have to bring back at some point, is the Merry Mashup, which was like this pomegranate flavored soda, and it was Christmas holiday themed, and I was obsessed with it. And they literally had it for 1 year. 1 year, that was it. And I remember I was just stocking up on it. Me, my mom, my sister were obsessed with it, and Nate too. And they decided they weren't going to bring it back, and instead they came out with like a gingerbread flavor, which is okay. It kind of gives me like a ginger ale vibe, but it's just definitely it's nowhere near like as good as Merry Mashup. Hey, bunny? Yeah. That's like when they brought this Spark flavor out and they got rid of watermelon for a little while, and I was like, don't you dare get rid of my watermelon. That watermelon Mountain Dew is like my favorite soda of life, besides like Coca-Cola. That you can't beat it. You just can't. So I totally forgot to show you guys me putting this in my hair. I decided to not blow out my hair and to put this breadstick. I call it the breadstick. I don't know. But it's the thing that everyone was going crazy about on TikTok to curl your hair. And it does curl my hair really nicely. So I decided to do it the first couple days of work. I just talked to David, and he is almost out of Massachusetts, so he'll be home soon, which makes me very happy. But I want to show you guys, this is what queso is looking like now. It is all nice and melted in there. A little burnt on the sides, but it's fine. I have it on the keep warm setting on the crock pot, so it stays nice. And I did spray this too, and yet there's just, I've not made my lunch yet. I'll probably end up doing that later. We decided, because I realized I forgot to take out hamburger meat, I was gonna make tacos. However, can't make tacos now. I'm gonna have probably some frozen stuff, some chicken strips, chicken fries, and we'll have dip. And I'm assuming David's gonna want to watch football, so that's gonna be our night, and I'm very excited about it, to be honest. I'm gonna make it as like fall and spoopy in here. Spoopy. as possible because it's literally 80 degrees today. I don't understand. Yesterday it was like up to like 70 and there was such a nice cool breeze. I kept the windows open. It was just so nice fall weather. And then today it's like 82 degrees and I'm like, no, absolutely not. No.